Foundations. Foundation 4. Set your mind where Christ is and on all that is good and true. Day 2. Stay focused. Do you know what a 10-mile stare is? It's when your body is present, but your mind is clearly somewhere else. You see it when you're talking to someone in front of you, but he or she seems to be looking past you, somewhere far away. Sometimes we do this ourselves. Maybe it's a daydream, or maybe it's something we are anxious about. It is possible to be one place in our minds and another place in our bodies. It's not a big deal to daydream sometimes, but being present in the moment is often more important than you realize. If your mind were to wander as a player in the middle of a soccer game, it could cost your team the game. If you daydream in math class, you might miss the instructions and fail a test. Losing focus can be costly, especially in your faith. The Apostle Peter tells us what to do. Preparing your minds for action and being sober-minded, set your hope fully on the grace that will be brought to you at the revelation of Jesus Christ. 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 13. Like the coach who tells you to get your head in the game, Peter is telling us that our faith needs to be engaged and ready for action. He was writing to believers who were experiencing trials, persecution, and exile in foreign lands where they couldn't feel at home. He reminded them that it requires focus of mind when their faith is difficult to live out. And just like someone practicing to compete in a sport, the body responds to the mind. If our minds are lazy, our bodies won't be alert and ready. If our minds are engaged and set on hope, as Peter writes, our bodies will be prepared for action in response. Preparing our minds is a daily work. There are no shortcuts or life hacks to our preparation, but God graciously invites us to come to Him and learn and receive all we need. Our faith grows when we focus on His Word, Romans chapter 10, verse 17, and trust His promises, which enable us to live by His very nature. 2 Peter chapter 1, verses 3 and 4. To dwell on. How we focus our minds affects how prepared for action we will be. To discuss. Where do you have the hardest time staying focused? In school? Doing homework? Completing chores? What is one way you can focus and prepare your mind at the start of each day? To memorize. Therefore, preparing your minds for action and being sober-minded, set your hope fully on the grace that will be brought to you at the revelation of Jesus Christ. 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 13.